This is how the panel has finally turned out. I just want to show you um, the individual embellishments that I have used for this panel. I'm so pleased with the way it turned out actually. Just to have an overall view first. Okay, and just talk you through what I've done for each item. So starting from the top here, I have I had a wooden embellishment, painted it, and it sort of decorates the whole panel. Very pretty. And then I added the metal corners on all sides. And then here I made the face that's embedded in some resin. First I made the face using a mold, and then some Martha Stewart air drying clay. It's really lovely. And then I've got some metal, sort of a paper tissue, metal tissue. It's got a name, I forget it. And I've just added to sort of bring out the color. And then stacked some of the grunge boards and painted them. So that's that. And of course I've had these added these metal, I've dropped the name but it'll come back, you know what I mean. So on all the four corners it sort of gives it a very a special look actually. So the next is a heart. Again, made from Fimo clay, follow the instructions and that sort of thing. And then in the middle I've got a metal embellishment, I think it's Prima. It's also a heart, and I've added some, it's made from resin as well. And those glittering stuff inside. And then the next panel, this is also a resin embellishment. I've used shell mold for this, and embedded some sand from one of my previous houses just as a memory, and then backed it onto the grunge squares painted, and then added this wooden embellishment which says cherish. And here I've had these two this boots, a pair of boots, painted it, and I thought it sort of made a statement, and it says nose. There is a method behind this madness. I wouldn't go into all the details, but each panel has got a special meaning to me. So in the center, this lovely item, I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. Again, I've used Martha Stewart clay, and this clay is actually very expensive, but the effect is, it's really brilliant. So I've used, this is a frozen Charlotte mold that I've used, and then I had these molds as well. So I pressed the clay into these into the molds that I had, and likewise for the roses. And then underneath that is a wreath, and I love the wreath which I die cut, and this is the information for this wreath. It's called the Catalina wreath, and that's the style, and it is, I believe, a memory box die. Okay. And then I added some Swarovski crystals as well, and finished it off with a Tim Holtz metal embellishment. So very pretty. Next panel, again Tim Holtz embellishment, and then Prima, Tim Holtz again, and I added a bit of lace at the bottom. And then here again some of the just a clay bit added a Prima bulb, and then this is also Prima. I made this embellishment using some grunge again. And then these two, I've glued two fleur-de-lis metal wooden embellishments, which I painted before I glued them down, and then added a Tim Holtz metal embellishment again on top. I liked the colors there. And here, this is a heart, a bark tree heart embellishment that I've had for a long time. Again, some raisin, I kind of, it wouldn't glue, and then my fingers had some paint, and then I've kind of rubbed off the paint onto that raisin. But the effect is all right. I think I might wipe it off later on. And then again a Prima bulb there with a wooden embellishment. So this is how my panel has turned out. I'm really pleased with it, and it's going to look really pretty on my wall. And while working with this, I also decided I had some of these little canvases in my stash. I made these two embellishments again in the same method as I mentioned. I haven't glued it. I'm just looking at it because I'm thinking of doing something to the background before I glue everything down. So I'm going to make a few of these sort of smaller canvas or panels, and then, you know, make a display with this as a centerpiece, the one that I made. So I think it's really going to look nice on my wall. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and one more look at this lovely panel. Bye for now.